look at that. Somebody's got a tree house. Hey sightseers, Sightseeing Sally here, and Marty's in the truck. We are checking out another forgotten town. This one's located in Kansas. It's called Bloom. It was originally known as Bloomburg, but over time got shortened up to the name of Bloom. And if you look out there, you can see that the highway passes right by it. First settled by the Thomas J. Vanderslice family, at its peak in the early 1900s, Bloom's population swelled to a few hundred. Many of the residents have since packed up and left, although you'll find about maybe 90-some or so that have stayed behind. But that's not really why Bloom is now considered a ghost town. Bloom's located in an area of Kansas where farming is the main occupation. And it was because of some droughts that the population in Bloom took a serious dive. In fact, during the 1930s, the Great Plains, including Kansas, literally turned to dust and blew away in horrific dust storms dubbed black blizzards. This and other droughts greatly impacted Bloom, to the point where its post office closed down and businesses shuttered, and all that's left is a lot of this. And a lot of this. Off in the distance, you can see the greenery that still towers over Bloom to this day. This area of Kansas is known for its wheat fields, and with Bloom being situated on the rail line, that is where they would have shipped the grain from. And actually, it's my understanding that they still ship wheat from here today. Interestingly enough, the original railroad station still stands here in Bloom, except it's been converted into a private residence. Oh, it's windy as you know what out here. According to online historical accounts, Bloom at one time had a gas station, a hotel, some schools, a church. This here behind me, I believe may have been the old gas station. You can see it has a canopy which you would have driven your car underneath to get your gas pumped. And then it has the doors over there where you likely would have had your car serviced. Across the street from what I believe is the old service station is this building here, which I believe used to serve as a grade school. Now it just sits here rotting away. I keep my eyes out for a skunk. I can smell it in the wind. So if you see me all of a sudden start running, you know what happened. Anyways, if you look at that building, it has the typical architectural style that you often see on old schoolhouses, which is why I think that it may have been an old grade school. And when I was looking online, there was somebody else that posted pictures, and that's what they also thought too. From the looks of it, this may have been one of the original buildings in town. Based on the overhang and the fact that it looks like it's only one large room inside, this may have been one of the old grocery stores later converted into a house. This here is Main Street. As you can see, the town itself is not very big. It consists of about 3 or 4 streets running east to west, and another like 6 or 7 running north and south. Correction, northeast to southwest. It's kind of interesting, this brick structure that's standing here. You can tell the original outline of the building that once stood here. I'm wondering if maybe this might have been the location of the town's bank, with this serving as the bank vault. Driving through Bloom, I get the sense there's more than one collector here. Somebody's got some old vehicles hidden back there. They look like they'd be a fun restoration project, don't you think, Marty?
No.
Where's your sense of adventure? That camper looks like it needs to be rescued. The remains of an old Impala convertible. I think American pickers would have a field day here. Got a chaser.
Tire biter.
He's sitting there looking at me. I think he wants to play. We got some old pickup trucks sitting here, just abandoned. And then in the background is a very interesting building. It looks like it's built out of stone. According to what I read online, this structure, which once served as the Lighthouse Baptist Church, originally served as the school's gymnasium. Just gonna walk real quick to what's left of the original school. That's if one of Kansas's infamous tornadoes doesn't come along and sweep me away. This is what's left of the original Bloom School. You can't see it through these overgrown evergreen bushes, but the original stone pillars for the school still stand today. Here's another look at what would have been the old school. And if you look in the background, you can see the lonely propellers of a windmill turning. If I were to wager a guess, this metal structure here likely served as the backdrop to the neighborhood baseball diamond. This appears to be the public park in Bloom. If you enjoyed the vid, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. They are free. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell notification so you don't miss out on any future vids. Lastly, we love to hear from you. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Sightseeing Sally. And Marty. Man, a few words today. Special thanks goes out to all our fellow sightseers here on Patreon and PayPal. Without you, these videos wouldn't be possible. Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know why.
Because there was a truck coming.